One of these houses costs more than the annual budget of an entire country. Its owner has never once called it a house. He calls it a palace. One of them has 3 helipads. Another one on this list has an entire island instead of a fence. 10 addresses, 1 obsession, proving that enough money is never enough. And the gap between number 10 and number 1 isn't double. It's 30 times. We're only counting confirmed purchase or construction prices. No reportedly, no weekend rentals, personal residences only. 10 houses, 10 fortunes. One question, where's the ceiling? Spoiler, there isn't one. Number 10, Adele, $58 million. A voice that sold over 120 million records and sold out stadium tours. With that money, she didn't just buy a house, Beverly Hills, 21,000 square feet. The previous owner was Sylvester Stallone. She didn't buy walls. She bought someone else's legend and put her own name on it. This is the most modest house on this list. From here, it only gets more expensive. Number 9, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi, $70 million. DeGeneres didn't make her fortune from music or film. 20 years of a daytime talk show watched by millions every weekday. Carpinteria, California, 2 estates combined into 1 compound. 9 fireplaces, their own library, private beach access. The couple has flipped mansions for years. It's almost a side business for them. But this one, they decided to keep. $70 million is roughly 700 average homes in a mid-sized American city. Number 8. Beyoncé, $87.5 million. By the time of this purchase, her personal net worth had already passed $500 million. Music, tours, beauty, brand stakes. A separate Bel Air estate. In her name alone, apart from the couple's shared assets. Even before this purchase, she already owned one of the most expensive private homes in California. She wasn't buying her first house. She was adding a second. Remember her name. She's back on this list later, much higher up. Number 7, Drake, $100 million. 6 years of construction. Not LA, not Miami. Toronto is where his house stands. They call it the Embassy. It's the largest private residence in Canada. Inside, his own recording studio, where a significant chunk of his recent albums were made. He didn't move into a dream house. He built a building on the scale of a government complex, except only one person runs it. Number 6, Bill Gates, $131 million. He dropped out of Harvard to build a company that would later be worth over $1 trillion. The house took 7 years to build, longer than it took Microsoft to lock down the operating system market. There's a trampoline room for diving and an underground soccer field. Every guest gets an electronic pin. The house adjusts temperature and music to whoever walks into the room. Microsoft's founder wasn't building a house. He was building a system. It just happens to heat the rooms too. 6 houses in, combined total over $460 million. From here, the numbers stop making sense. Number 5, Jeff Bezos. $165 million. A man who started out selling books from a garage is now one of the richest people on the planet. Beverly Hills, the historic Warner estate, once owned by the film studio, plus several neighboring parcels, bought separately so no one else could physically live next door. The richest man's personal space isn't sold in pieces, it's bought whole, neighbors included. Number 4. Larry Ellison, around $200 million, the founder of Oracle, a company whose technology half the corporate world runs on. Woodside, California, 23 buildings on a single property. He didn't buy a Japanese estate. He built a replica 16th century Japanese village from scratch with architectural historians on payroll, an artificial lake, koi, bridges that match the originals down to the centimeter. Not a single real antique inside, just an exact copy, built by a man for whom precision is the luxury. Number 3, Jay-Z and Beyoncé, $200 million together. She was already on this list at number 8 for a separate house. Now both names are on one shared Malibu. The the most expensive real estate deal in California history, designed by a Japanese architect. 15 years of construction, longer than their own kids have been alive. The couple paid in cash, the full amount, at once. No mortgage, no installments. The family's combined net worth is over $1.5 billion. This house is less than a seventh of it. Number 2, Mark Zuckerberg. Over $270 million. The founder of a company with more active users than the population of any country on Earth, Kauai Island, Hawaii. This isn't one house. It's a ranch the size of a small town. 10 years of buying up land, parcel by parcel, through shell companies, so neighbors wouldn't know who was really buying their land. Per media reports, beneath the property sits a bunker with its own food and power supply. The man who built the world's largest social network spent $250 million trying to disappear from it. Number 1, Mukesh Ambani, $1 to $2 billion, the head of Reliance Industries, a company that started as his father's small textile trading business in the 1960s and today controls oil, telecom, and retail across an entire country. Mumbai, India. The house is called Antilia. 27 floors, but by height this building is closer to a 60-story skyscraper. Each floor's ceilings run several meters high. 3 helipads, a 50-seat movie theater, a ballroom, its own botanical garden on one of the upper floors. 600 people staff this house. Every day, around the clock, in shifts, year-round. The house stands in a city right next to one of the largest slum districts in Asia. The gap between number 1 and number 2 is nearly 4 times. No other house on this list even comes close. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It's very important for me